Hello, good day, and good night. Welcome to the show of the lifetime. I welcome you to watch, listen, and come to your own conclusions. A story of betrayal and lies. Welcome to FNAF's Lament, the Talbert Files. Hello one all, my name is Ice T-ish, blah blah blah, Cosmo, whatever you may call me, and welcome to this video. This video will be covering the current release video of the Talbert Files, and with a short, too long, didn't read of what's occurred. I want this to get down to the very basics, so let's begin. Quick rundown. The Talbert Files itself is a parent early version of the Freddy Files, which contains information about the lore itself. This version goes with the bias of books being planned early and such other information, though it does go unused and doesn't have any canon relevance due to it being an early version, all the information with it being scrapped. This was originally said by those who spread it that it wasn't supposed to be leaked and was fake. Though later down the line, it was said real, and there was a supposed cover-up, as well mentioning previously, at Nom saying that was fake, then with a friend saying it was real on Twitter despite them being on Discord. I don't know why, that detail confuses me a little bit, but, I guess it's whatever. Moving on, in which Scott Cawthon later down the line made a Reddit post saying this was fabricated and has caused an all-out war between the fandom. Yay! And now, here we are. I won't go through the whole entire video because I want this to be short, sweet, and simple. We're going to look at the book itself, compare the evidence we got, and go through it. One thing to remember. 1. Just because there's physical evidence, especially with books and such, does not mean the evidence could have been fabricated or tampered with. First, or technically second thing I want to point out, is that copyright infringement does not stop you from printing this type of content. In fact, it takes $40 to $60 and a few weeks of shipping, usually 1 or 2, to deliver one copy of your own book. You can actually print whatever you want, but printing companies are not going to stop you from doing so, but they are legally protecting themselves from any repercussions. They just say, you can't. As well, they're definitely not going to shy away from making money unless, for example, these are printed in large quantities and would be highly suspicious in any end. Simply printing one book is not going to put you under any alarms. 3. The radioactive book we've all been talking about, and comparing it to the image we've gotten in just different covers of the early copies of books, there is a very stark and clear difference. This goes for the back of the book as well, and even though this is something little, books wouldn't use etc. in the back, especially Scholastic and such. Small thing to point out, also the text just jumbling together that isn't seen with any other early copy of a book. As well, I don't think there should be supposed to be contact information of the thing, because you're supposed to. There's a lot of things. I'll just let the picture speak for itself. 4. Emails can be faked. Let's all not forget about the time where someone genuinely faked a whole video containing my parent Scott Cawthon email. Remember that one book email from 5 months ago? 5. Some red flags I do have is that Etna, either way, should have flipped through the whole book itself. Scanning pages is not going to help this situation much at all because these digital images can be easily just as tampered with. If need be, upload a full video of you actually flipping through each page, just each one, with the scan and the PDF so you can prove that digital images weren't tampered with at least. 6. The whole entire rant about Scott Cawthon and its question of would Scott lie. The question is, why would Scott lie? Why would Scott lie about some book which was rejected and has no lore relevancy to our current lore in the franchise? He has been truthful each and every time something has been revealed early, besides 2 incidents which were technically not lies at all, With the retirement one, as we all know, he is retired from game making itself. He still writes the lore and whatnot as well. He's still looking for someone to place him in charge, which is going to take some time because it's him getting out from his beloved game position. He needs someone who he needs to trust on that part. Going on as well with the Roblox, with the Roblox game, what does it have to do with any of this? Well, no, Scott isn't good at communication sometimes, and he could definitely handle situations better, but why would he lie about the sudden release of a game that was not ready yet? Because if so, the game still by any means isn't ready, and it's especially not how Scott Cawthon wanted it to look like. We just don't know the communication error that was with this either. So there really isn't anything we can judge by this. Another note, him lying about seeing other videos about the book, which, pointing out, you do realize there are videos talking about the book, showing off PDF pages at the time as well. That's something definitely he could have heard of, especially considering quotes. Interesting. For now, with a grain of salt, both sides must be accounted for. Just the amount of evidence could be fake, otherwise some may not be as well. We do not know because this is the internet. Both Scott and are humans that are online. We shouldn't be as parasocial as we are with popular community members, idols, or both need their fair share of criticism and both should not be harassed. As well, though, do not bully or disrespect or insult or just don't be mean on whoever's on either side. This is still ongoing, remember that, and it's gonna keep going. We must take everything into account and be careful. Especially do not rely on me or others either. Look for yourself. Make your own choice. These are words against words with evidence that can be easily faked or not, proven real or false. We just do not know enough to fully believe both sides, whether you admit it or not. Yes, something is to blame, but this shouldn't have affected the community so deeply. In the end, we just have to wait and see. I was originally going to end the video right there, genuinely, but as I was scrolling late night through Twitter, intrigued by what the Hill site came across, this is very, very interesting. Credit to those on the site. For these images, I will be removing usernames to avoid harassment because people are genuinely wild. Dates are important here. According to the information we have, the Talbert Files were dated May 19th, 2017. From February 23rd and through March 15th. I meant 5. I don't know why I said 15. DeviantArt users, YouTubers, hell, even Reddit showed the pre-order, the date of release, and the cover for the Freddy Files, pre-Talbert. Now, my thoughts on this are, as my current personal opinion, with what I've seen, I'm not just adding this part, I do not think the Talbert Files are real, but I do not think FNAF faked them, though it's a possibility. There is a possibility that whoever sold FNAF this book said it was, and FNAF went ahead and got it and believes himself it is in fact real. And let's be real, Scott isn't going to forget what his character's name are by this point, especially in time. To continue to add on to this session, the person FNAF had validate and confirmed the Talbert Files has said that they don't know what to think anymore. Here's the picture. With that, as I said before I made this section, I believe we must treat both sides fairly in the end. I don't condone any harassment nor death threats. Look at the situation with an open mind on both sides. Analyze evidence. The FNAF fandom needs to recognize and think and analyze instead of viewing things through only black and white. And with that, that is all. See you guys someday in another timeline or another universe. Till then, I'm out of here.